Hi everybody, my name is Sergeant Matthys. I'm a recruiter with the Texas Army National Guard. Today you're going to watch a presentation about the National Guard. I know it's another presentation, right? Like you haven't been through 100 of them before. But this presentation is going to help you to know more about what your future could provide you with the National Guard and different benefits that you could get from us. So make sure you pay attention. I know a lot of you don't know very much about the National Guard. I know I didn't when I was your age. So this can be a real benefit for you. But before we get into all of that, I want to tell you a little bit about myself. So I joined the Marine Corps a long time ago, way back in 2004. I graduated from Huntsville High School, and when I was in high school, I didn't talk to any of the recruiters. I saw them at their tables and everything, but I just walked right on by without saying anything to them. And it kind of hurt me at the end because I didn't know anything. So when I walked into the recruiter's office when I was ready, I just went in there and said, "Sign me up." And I could have qualified for any job that I wanted, but I only knew about one. That was infantry. So I decided that I'd go ahead and join with that job. Not to say that I would change that job. I had a lot of fun in it. But I went overseas a couple times, went to Iraq, came back. I was a shooting instructor in boot camp, so I wore the scary drill instructor hat and ran around with my hands like this and like yelled at everybody. It was a good time. And then I was a recruiter for the Marine Corps too. So if you guys have any questions about other branches, I definitely know quite a bit about the other branches as well. You can come and ask me about my experience with that. So during that time frame as well, I got a bachelor's degree and a master's degree. I was one of the very few that was able to do that while serving on active duty. If you have any questions about that, definitely ask me those questions because I'm, again, one of the few that was able to make that happen. After I got out of the Marine Corps, I decided that I wanted to continue to serve those, so I joined the National Guard 9 days after I got out of the Corps. And while I was in the National Guard, I was only serving 1 week in a month and 2 weeks out of the summer. So I was able to use my degree to get a job in Homeland Security. So for any of you that want to get into one of those three-letter agencies, the FBI, CIA, NSA, stuff like that, you definitely want to ask me about how to get into those different agencies and some of the things that you're going to need. But without any further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into this presentation. Make sure you pay attention. So we're just going to jump right into it now. We got the National Guard 101 presentation where we tell you everything about the National Guard, all the basic information that you would want to know about this service. First thing we're going to jump into is that we are actually the oldest branch in the United States military. Long time ago, back in the 1600s, back when there were colonies in the United States, we needed people to protect those colonies. And the National Guard was founded as a result. Now, in the National Guard, we were actually called Minutemen back then. So what that meant was that at a moment's notice, we were supposed to drop our plows, drop our woodworking stuff, whatever we were doing at the time in our regular jobs, our regular careers, and we were supposed to pick up that rifle and we were supposed to go towards the threat to protect those colonies. And that's what we did. And we continue to do that today. Today, we are considered the state militia. We are the ones that actually take care of the states of Texas, and we also do federal missions as well. So anytime we have any kind of problem here in the United States, within our borders, we are specifically that branch that is designed to go out there and take care of those things. No other branch is able to go and do that. When I was in the Marine Corps a long time ago, and we would have riots or floods or hurricanes or whatever, I as a Marine had to step back and let the National Guard come in to take care of business here at home, because my job is to do things overseas. So, when you join the National Guard, you're actually going to be able to take care of your own communities here at home. You're also going to be able to go overseas and do things out there as well. So we are a fully capable branch that does everything on our own. So aside from those different feelings that you get from being able to actually serve right here at home and take care of people right here at home, you're also going to get some actual tangible benefits out of this. So some of those things are going to be service to the state and nation, okay, like we just kind of talked about. You're also going to be able to get a lot of money to pay for college. Again, one of the things you got to realize is that we only serve 1 weekend per month and 2 weeks out of the summer. Okay, adds up to about 39 days out of the year. So there's a lot of extra time throughout the year where you're not doing anything with us. Okay, so the majority of the people that actually sign up with us are planning on going to college. They want to stay local and they want to focus on college, but they also want a way to pay for college while being able to say that they're serving. So we're going to be able to give you quite a few benefits. And it's not just going to be benefits from the federal government. We also get those. We get all the same benefits every other branch gets, but then we get additional funding from the state of Texas that no one else gets. So realistically, you can't get any more benefits for college than you can with the National Guard. So no one else can really compete with us when it comes to that. Now I know a lot of you really don't care about medical insurance and dental insurance yet, okay? Normally when I tell you guys about this, your eyes kind of glaze over. You don't know what's going on, okay? That's something your parents typically consider and they think a lot about. But one day when you're out of high school and you have to provide your own medical insurance and dental insurance, and you realize that it might cost like $700 a month, and you might have a deductible of like $1,500 a year or $2,000 a year, that's going to hurt a lot. So one of the awesome things about the National Guard is that you're able to take advantage of TRICARE medical insurance. So with that, you only have to pay $50 a month, and then the deductible for that is only $150 per year. So I'm not very good at math, but I think those numbers are pretty far off from each other. So I'm pretty sure you can get that as well. So it's a huge benefit. Make sure you take advantage of that and you come on with us. You can also get an additional retirement from us as well. So you can get done with college after we pay for it, get a career going, retire from that career while serving with us 1 weekend a month, okay? And then retire from the National Guard as well, and then get 2 retirements at the end of the day. There's lots of people that do that. People in all kinds of different career fields out there as well. I've known people that have served with me that were, no kidding, in the FBI, worked for NASA as engineers, doctors, lots of lawyers, plumbers, electricians, I mean, you name it, lots of teachers. I'm sure that there are people in your high school that are teachers that are in the National Guard as well. So anyone out there can serve with us while they have that career going for them as well. So some of the other things you can take advantage of is paid training in your career field of choice. I know that all of you want to go to college for different things. You want to have your own careers or whatever you're dreaming of doing. With us, we have over 130 different careers in the National Guard. So more than likely, we have something that is going to align with what you're wanting to do in the future. And one of the things that really helps with that is that when you're done with college, most of the people that are there are only going to get that pretty piece of paper at the end of the day that costs $60,000. They're going to be in debt, and they're going to have a resume that says, hey, I graduated from college. You are not going to be in debt, and you're going to have a college degree, and you're going to have stuff on your resume saying, hey, I served my country. And if you don't think that that's going to help you out in the future, let me tell you, it definitely will. So moving on to the next thing, we're going to talk about the education benefits that are available through the National Guard, get more into detail on that. So when it comes to education benefits, again, we get all the same federal benefits that everyone else gets plus state. So main one is going to be federal tuition assistance. That's going to be $4,000 per year that you are not going to have to come up with. That's money that we are going to give you each year to go to college. In addition to that, okay, we also get the state tuition assistance. Again, something only the National Guard gets. That's another $4,500 per year that you're going to be able to take advantage of. That adds up to about $18,000 that you're going to get just by being in the National Guard instead of being in some other reserve branch. On top of that, you're also going to get the Montgomery GI Bill for select reserves. It's another $392 per month that's going to be paid into your bank account. On top of that as well, you're also going to get the GI Bill kicker, which is another $350 per month that goes into your bank account. So there's over $700 going straight into your bank account each month. On top of that too, you're also going to get paid each month. So you're going to get a couple $100 on top of that. So you could be looking at getting about $900 a month just by being in the National Guard and by giving me 2 days worth of work each month. So some of the other things you're also going to be able to get is going to be CLEP and Dante's testing. So in the National Guard, we give you training and everything, okay, that you can apply towards college credit. So if you want to go ahead and take different classes and test out on those so that you don't actually have to go to college for those classes, then you can test out and we'll pay for it. Then there's also Minuteman scholarships. We've been giving those out pretty frequently out here, and it can pay for 100% of your tuition. So, or at the same time, if you don't want to use it towards that, you could also use it towards room and board, because that's one of the biggest expenses in college is getting your room and board paid for on top of your tuition. So make sure you take advantage of that, and you ask me about that so we can get you hooked up. So to summarize everything, we have a snapshot right here of all the different benefits lined up so that you can see all of them in one slide. And that's a lot of money. Again, for giving me 1 weekend a month, 2 weeks out of the summer, you get all of this money just by being in the National Guard. And I know all of you are sitting there thinking, well, this sounds too good to be true, right? Okay, National Guard is just going to give me all this cash just for showing up 1 weekend out of the month. Yeah, we are. Okay. I've signed up a lot of young men and women who honestly had nothing. Their parents had no money whatsoever. You go to their houses, they don't have air conditioning, they don't have flooring, they barely have walls. Okay, so their parents aren't able to help them. They can't get student loans. They can't get all the things that are needed to pay for college. And I sign them up, and they go to school. One person I'm thinking of right now is going to Sam Houston State University with no help from her family. And she's actually getting all of her college paid for. So she's one of my biggest success stories. So this is something that will actually help you if you take advantage of it. So make sure you ask me more about this so we can get you hooked up. Moving on to the next slide. So again, we have paid training. So we actually pay you for the time that you give us. We have over 130 different jobs that you can pick from in the National Guard. We obtain certificates to use in the civilian sector. So when you go to your job training, okay, we're going to pay for civilian testing while you're there. So you can actually go out of training with civilian certifications that you can actually use to get an actual job out here in the civilian world, which again is going to be a lot more than what your other buddies are going to have when they graduate from high school. So you're going to be able to take advantage of that. You're also going to obtain college credits for training as well while you're there. I think that you get like 9 college credits just by going through basic training alone. So normally a college semester is 15 college credits. So if you're just getting 9 credits just by going through basic training, you might even get more while you're going through your job school. So you might already have a whole semester knocked out before you even start college. Another thing you're going to be able to take advantage of is flexibility to obtain more skill sets by reclassing into another field. So I have 5 different jobs on my resume from the military. So those are different things you can put on your resume and say, hey, I've done all these different things, I have all this experience, again, to help you get a regular civilian career. You choose your position, okay? So with the National Guard, you actually have to have a job in your contract the day you join, okay? The way we do business is we sit you down, we say, hey, these are all the jobs you qualify for, this is everything that's available. And then we let you pick what you want. I don't care what you pick. I just want you to be happy, okay? So you're going to pick whatever job you want. We're going to reserve that for you, and that's what's going to be in your contract. We also can offer things like airborne, air assault, Pathfinder, and more. So if you want to jump out of airplanes, you can do that. If you don't want to jump out of airplanes, you don't have to do that. Okay? So whatever you want to do. Again, I am here to try to make you happy, get you what you want so that you can be a good soldier for us, be a happy soldier for us, and you can make a difference here in the state of Texas. So what is our mission? In the National Guard, we take care of things right here at home. I mean, that's the main reason why we exist at all. So, biggest thing that we do is natural disasters. Hurricane Harvey is an obvious example of that. Hurricane that came right through Houston, flooded all kinds of areas around here. We were the ones that you saw out there in your communities, in boats, handing out water, getting people off of rooftops, flying those helicopters around. We were the ones that were doing that. We also help out right now during Hurricane Laura. We helped out during some fires that have taken place across the state of Texas as well. And then one of the most recent things, something we're going through right now, we're living in a pandemic, okay, is going to be COVID-19. So we're the ones that are helping to coordinate the testing sites out there, getting people through to make sure that they don't have coronavirus, and informing those that do have it so that they can take the proper steps. We're also providing information about that virus and different resources that those people can take advantage of. And we're also providing resources in the way of food, clothing, things like that that can assist these families in their darkest times of need. So those are some of the things that we do right here in the state of Texas. We also take care of different things like terrorist attacks. We assist in riots as well to kind of keep the peace here at home. Some of the other things we do is we render aid, perform search and rescue missions, and defend and serve within our own communities. So one of the things that I really enjoy about the National Guard is that, you know, when I was on active duty, I know that I got to go overseas and I got to help some people over there, which felt great, okay? But it wasn't in my own community. It wasn't right here at home. It wasn't Texas, you know. Whereas now, when we go out there and we help save people's lives, I know that I'm actually making a real impact right here in my own communities around my own people, my own Texans. So I take a lot of pride in that. I really enjoy that. All right, so it was a pleasure going over this presentation with you guys today. I hope that you learned a lot from this. There's a lot more to the National Guard, though, and how we operate and the way things work and the way we sign you guys up and different options and everything else. So you still want to talk to me, even though you kind of got the basics from this presentation. So you're going to see my phone number. You're going to see my email address. That phone number is actually to the government cell phone that I have on my hip all day, every day, 24/7. Okay, so you guys can contact me whenever you want. Go ahead and shoot me a text, give me a phone call, and I will respond to you and I will answer your questions, and I'll try to help you out as best I can. So again, make sure you click on that link. Okay, go ahead and hit yes if you're interested in more information. Either which way, go ahead and reach out to me. Okay, so I can get in touch with you. We can talk things through. But go ahead and hit that link so that you can get credit for this class, get an easy A out of it, and we can keep on going from here. So it was a pleasure speaking with you. You have a wonderful day.